Hey, Donnie here. Today I want to talk about a devotion book series. It's called For the Love of God by D.A. Carson. There's volume 1 and volume 2. And these are the books that I have read every day for my devotions for about 8 years now. 7, 8 years, something like that. Even though it's the same each year, I pull different things out of it. I'm at a different place in life, a different place in my faith journey. Something that I really love about D.A. Carson is that he's a deep, deep thinker. It's definitely not a beginner's devotional. It's not like Our Daily Bread or, something that's basic. But if you really want to dig deeper into the Word from a theological perspective, from an apologetic perspective, if you enjoy having to look up words here and there because you're like, holy moly, I've never even heard that word before, definitely good ones to pick up. But I assure you, your faith will be challenged, your mind will be challenged as you grapple with the concepts that he talks about. And something that's really awesome about these books is that he charts it out at the beginning, but he uses what's called the McShane reading plan and the McShane Chart of daily Bible readings. And what that is a plan so that you get through the entire Bible in a year. But like January 1st, for example, you're in Genesis 1, Matthew 1, Ezra 1, and Acts 1. So you can see you're in 4 different places in the Bible very strategically. You've got the first book of the Old Testament, the first book of the New, the first book within the early church, and then Ezra is the first book when the people are going back after exile, the Israelites going back to build the walls and rebuild the temple and all of that. So it's amazing, actually, as he goes through in that order, through the historical books of the Bible for sort of that one track, and then the New Testament, which you do multiple times, and then the Old Testament with some of the history, and then the prophets, Psalms and Proverbs, and then also the new church, or the early church, Christians. And I'm always amazed at the similarities of themes, the way that those chapters are laid out as you get way later in the year. And you'll see one theme that shows up in multiple passages. And that way you're not stuck like, I don't know, in Leviticus for days and days and days on end, and that's all you're reading. You've got other choices to read too, although I really love Leviticus. I don't think it's that boring. It's actually quite profound, but that's because I'm nerdy. So if you are looking for something to spice up or mix up what you've been doing for your daily devotions, I would definitely recommend For the Love of God by D.A. Carson. You wouldn't have to get both volumes. So the difference between volume 1 and volume 2 is just that he actually discusses one passage in each. So you get a discussion on 2 of the 4 passages by having both volumes, which I like. But you could start with just one. Check it out if you're wanting to be a little more challenged theologically with your daily Bible reading. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.